Well, hello. Guess what day it is today? It's live unboxing. So I haven't done one of these videos in quite a while, so I figured today's a good day. I'm in the basement suite with our latest uh, new kitten that we have adopted. And as I'm taking care of her, she might pop in every once in a while. I don't know. She's camera shy. Um, but let's get to unboxing. These are recent finds. I just got these on Tuesday. Today is Friday. Hoping that I can upload this video today. We'll see how the day goes, but it should be good. So welcome back. My name is Nuria, and I own an antique store in a small town on Vancouver Island called Chemainus, and the name of the store is Vintiquity. So if you're in the area, pop on in. I've got hordes of treasures for you. I'm also a seller on Whatnot and Knickknacks, as well as eBay and always Facebook Marketplace. So if you can find me in one of those places, you may as well buy from me. So let's just begin. I don't even know what I'm unboxing because it's been already like 3 days, so then you kind of tend to forget what you have. Oh, so first up, we've got there's a set of these. And this is a Balik. This is a Balik mug. I've never seen a Balik mug before. So I obviously had to get it. And it's a set for her and him. The himself is a little bit on the faded side. And herself is also just slightly faded, as you can tell, but there's the Balik mark. I still have to do a little bit of research to figure out when it was actually made, but I can't imagine that it is that old, but it's still a great little collector item, I think. A great gift as well for anybody that collects Balik, especially if they're getting married, or if they've been together for a very, very long time and you just need a new set of mugs. So that's nice. Next up, oh, look at the nice wrapping paper that the thrift store gave us to wrap our stuff with. And when I say we, I go thrifting with a friend, and yeah. That's all they had. They didn't have newspaper. They just had a big roll. They said they had lots, and I was like, I'd like to buy some. But no, they're going to be using it for wrapping, which is perfect. Here is a pottery small vase. The opening isn't that small. I mean, you can fit a few flowers in there. It is marked on the bottom, M. Soberg, and I'm going to be completely honest, I have been selling a lot of pottery lately, especially the smaller ones, so now I'm constantly on the lookout for the small pottery pieces like that one. And of course I'll have to do research to see who that is, but I got a really great deal on it, and I'm sure I'll be able to pass that savings along to whoever buys that from me. All right, next up is a glass swan. Don't know who made it. I actually didn't even check. I just checked for any nicks anywhere along the body, but I didn't actually check the bottom. I didn't check the bottom. It is signed. John Bendox, I believe it says. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell that. Today's like a cloudy day, so there's not very much light coming through. But yeah, that's a really nicely well-made swan and another great price. I don't know. It was my lucky day, I guess. Um, what else do we have in this bag? So we have quite a bit for at least a few minutes of um, unboxing. A few minutes, probably like 30 minutes, I'm thinking. The next one up is this one. Actually, my friend picked out because she thought it was really, really cute. It's just a small little vintage picture frame, oval, which is great. I love the oval ones because people who are building their gallery walls, they can actually usually tuck an oval one just to give it a little bit of a difference to the square ones. And it is marked New Love. And as you can tell, I paid $5 for it, and that's Canadian. It is by Bessie Peace Crimin, I believe. But that's really pretty. That's really sweet. Okay, what else is in this bag? Just one more item, and then we'll go to the big IKEA bag that I always bring in with me when I go thrifting at the Valley Village locally. So the next one up is an owl. I'm just going to remove the tag right away just to see if I can see a mark on it. It is ceramic. He is super cute, but no markings. No markings on him, unless it's on the side somewhere, but I don't see it. So there's that one. All right, what else do we have? Now we'll go to the big bag. And this, I used to have somebody that used to come to my Whatnot shows, and she was always asking for Joseph Originals. This one still has the tag, which is pretty cool. And she's one of the sweet little girls for the Joseph Originals. And it says Greece. So this must have been a series of porcelain or ceramic dolls made by Joseph Originals and from different countries, I gather. This one says, time has blessed this land, my home. Its beauty stands on rock and stone. Age has not erased its glory. Marble gods record its story. So it is Greece. She is representing Greece. And again, it is a Joseph Original. Very sweet. I didn't see any flower damage, which is kind of incredible. There might be a little bit of like paint loss to the top of her, but aside from that, she's in beautiful condition. And for those of you that have been following me for a long time, you know that on eBay I sell is mainly clothing. That's what I've been doing since about over 10 years now, 15 years, I guess. I've been selling clothing on eBay. This one looks brand new. It is a TNA sweater. This one's 100% lamb's wool, which is pretty great. And it's in really beautiful condition. Really, really nice condition. So this is made in China. So obviously I'll have to keep this one for buyers in Canada. But there you go. It's a nice little cardigan with a hoodie. And I did have that 30% off. Not because I'm a senior, but my friend is. And it was like $16.49 plus 30% plus the taxes. I mean, mine is a 30% plus the taxes, so I have no idea. Whatever that comes to. But that sweater I'll probably be able to get, I would say, $30 for it, maybe. I don't know. I'll take it up to the antique mall, though. I think that's where it's going to do its best. I always pick up these aluminum kitchen utensils, kitchen items. They sell really well for me. This was a pair. It was $3.49, and I generally put like $10 each on those. So that was a good buy as well. And I don't know what I have in here. Oh, it's Halloween time. So, of course, I had to buy a skull. This one's really heavy. This one is very heavy. I love this Valley Village because they're, if things are priced um, kind of like not even too high, but if they need to get repriced or anything like that because it's an old scan, sometimes their scan doesn't work on some of these labels. Um, they reduced it by 50 cents. So I'll take that. I'll take a 50-cent deduction on that. And I don't know who made it. It's a candle holder, obviously. Now generally I keep all and everything that is skull related, but I think my collection has grown a little bit too big for me to keep on keeping things. So this one actually will most likely go in the store. It is a heavy one, so shipping on it is going to be expensive, so I don't think I'm going to ship it. I can if somebody really, really wants it and needs it, because it's all about needs. But yeah, I will definitely sell it if somebody wants it. And if you are wanting any of the items that you're seeing here today, send me a message. I do a show every Sunday, and the unboxing happens there. So that's when I usually start selling my items right off the bat and then don't tack on any research on them. So it's a good time to go on Whatnot and check out my items. All right, so this one is probably for me to use because everybody needs one of these. At the antique mall, I have necklaces, and I've actually been needing one of the taller ones. I just haven't, bought one because I figured I'd find one somewhere, and then I've been putting it somewhere else where it's fine. Okay, so this book didn't have a price on it, so I got it priced as well. And it is a 19... I thought it was going to be a little bit older, but it wasn't. Let me see the date on it. It took me a while over there as well to find the date. 1950... No, I can't remember now. I know I didn't find it right away. Oh, here we go. 1932. The Human Body. And it is called The Human Body and Its Functions. So I'm going to assume that this is a physical. And this is a medical book. And it has a whole bunch of graphics as well, which are great. A lot of people reuse the graphics in order to create art. I like to use the graphics like this and frame them. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let whoever wants this book buy the book, and they can decide to do what they want with the graphics in there. I always say, as soon as once it's out of my hands and into the new owner's hands, they can do with it what they want. There are some things that I do myself save just so the items don't get, lost. Like sterling silver pieces that get scrapped for the metal content, or gold pieces that get scrapped for the metal content. That I'm a little bit more careful with, just because I don't want it destroyed that way when it especially has more value as an item, unless it is scrap. If it's scrap, it's scrap. If it's broken, right, if it's totally damaged, if it's mangled, then I completely understand selling it for scrap value. But aside from that, I tend to hoard it, so until I find the right buyer who's willing to pay the price. This has a tiny, tiny chip. But the reason why I didn't leave it behind, it's because it's a wall pocket and it's lefton. There's the mark right there. So yeah, couldn't leave that one behind, even with that little chip. I'm just going to put it back into its own bag. The noise on the bags is quite loud. All right, and this one is another glass animal. I wonder if this one's marked. Go put that there. This is a dolphin, and no markings. It might be one that's made in China, but you know what? It's really, really well done. And once again, no chips, no cracks. It was in and continues to be in very, very nice condition. I'm gonna set this. Put this one in that bag. All right. Next up, okay, we gotta hurry it up. Okay, this is for Countum. She's one of my amazing tiki customers. This one is God of Peace and Prosperity. There's a possibility she already has this one, but she can always buy it and share it with friends. There's that one. We have a very popular nesting doll. Christmas is coming, and these sell really well for Christmas. I actually just remembered that it was Christmas is coming up. Okay, it's still 2 months away, but it is still coming up. I might actually save this one for the store and not sell it online, because I know I can get way more for it in the store than I can when I'm selling on Whatnot. That's what Whatnot is, right? We can't always get top prices on there, but at least things move quite quickly most of the time. So I'm quite happy with selling things and giving people a really great deal on there. Together is happiness. And I'll be back on knickknacks as well. So just with the whole tariff thing, and most of my customers on knickknacks are from the US, I've mentally just not been capable of just pulling the trigger and just doing all that extra work that is needed. So until we figure it out with district, I might try to do a show, but we'll see how it goes. She's a cutie too, isn't she? Togetherness is happiness. It is a George Good Corporation. These are generally made in Taiwan, although it doesn't say that on there. But she's a pretty little girl. She needs a bath though, a major bath. I'm not sure what I paid for that one. The tag, oh there it is. The tag fell off. Okay. Okay, this was a Nuria bought it because it looked like a tiki mug. It's a Captain Morgan tiki mug. I'm assuming not marked on the bottom. But we'll see if this needs to get added to somebody's collection as well. I will do a little bit of research on that one. I haven't seen them before, but they don't seem to be vintage either. Okay. We're almost done. That's actually pretty incredible. All right. My Talavera friends. If you are a Talavera collector of the items from Mexico, this one's a lead-free. It's a vase. I've had vases before, but not this one in particular, and I think we'll do really well with that one. That one I might need to bring to knickknacks, because I do have customers there that love their Talavera items. Okay, I don't know what is going on with these. I now have a duck, an elephant, and I'm gonna say this is a swan. I'm finding them like at least, you know, every 2 weeks, every month. I don't collect these, but I know that they're highly desirable. I've had the cats before. The cats sell immediately. The elephant didn't, and I don't remember if I ever showed the duck, so there we go. I'll have to make sure that the duck comes out at the same time as this one. All right. For more pottery, I've not been able to find very much pottery. This is an interesting one. And I don't know exactly where it's made, but there's several little carved figures in here, animals, people, and it does say something there. What does it say? Oh boy. Uh, I'm a Celeste. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to really focus, and I think today is one of those days I'm not focused enough on these to be able to tell you what it actually. It might be a country. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If you know what it says, please let me know in the comments, and then that will help with my research, because I might not be able to research that one for a while. All right, I bought this one. This is not for sale, although I could probably resell it. Um, it's actually going to be used for a food security group that I'm a part of. I'm going to make sure that we have, when we go do some fruit picking or some cleaning up of gardens, that we have somewhere to put our tools. So I think that one we'll just use it for that purpose. What else is in here? Okay, we got a few more items, and then we got some books that I want to show you. I couldn't leave this one behind. It says Emily on it. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Emily. It's one of those baby cups. And it is from 1914. So how could I leave that behind? I couldn't. Obviously. That's one of those items that I save. It's not sterling silver. It is silver plate, but wouldn't it be horrible if that nobody bought it and then it would just end up in their, I don't know, metal recycling bin? I hope they recycle metal, at least anyways. We have a little fruit jar top and another tiki. This one seems made out of some sort of stone, because it's quite heavy. It's a hip original, made in Hawaii. Hip original. I've never had one made out of some sort of stone, and it might not be stone. If you do know what it is, let me know. I'll do the research on it though. And then this is a Jantu little porcelain fragrance powder ornament. You can actually hang it, or hanging ornament, and put powder in there. That goes with the white and blue, which is actually, it seems to be coming back in style. So I'm definitely loading up on those. Anything white and blue, that is pretty and useful. I got this rug because it is definitely wool, but I don't know where it was made. There is damage to it. I'm gonna forgive the damage on it just because I got it at a really nice price, and I'm sure people who love rugs won't really care about that little bit of damage at the bottom right there. What do I always say when there's damage? It just gives it character. Gives it character. All right. And then the next few things I'm going to show, it's just going to be a quick little one. I got a Dictionary of Astrology book. There is The Garden Path by Carolyn Harriet. She is local to Vancouver Island, and she also does a lot of community work. She has a garden in which when they harvest food, it goes to the local food bank in Ladysmith. So that's a really great book. She's very knowledgeable as well with growing. This is a fashion sketchbook for those that are into fashions. This is from 1920 to 1960. I obviously got this because it's cats, but it is actually cats, different kinds of cats. There's graphics in here, artwork, and I don't know who this person is. Vandersteens, that's a new name to me. Somebody had it for $10 at maybe a local bookstore. Vandersteen's cats. And this one was published in 1984. Hmm. That's a little bit of research for me. A couple more books I think are in here. This one is a Vanity Fair. And this one I pick up definitely for the graphics that are going to be in here. There's some really, really great graphics, and there's also a little bit of information about the old stars. So there's that one. And now we've come down to seriously the last two pieces that I have. It's a Northwest Coast Indian art. So it shows you the different art that there is, and this is good for me. I believe this is the book. Yeah, this is the book that pretty much helps you knowing what animal is what. And I'm terrible with animals. Even if I see them, I'd never be able to tell you exactly what they are. But I think this is going to help me a lot to be able to, when I see the art, I'll be able to know if it's a raven or a bear or a beaver. The beaver is a little bit easy because the beaver definitely has the two teeth, right? I've had this book before. I have sold it, so I'm just buying it again. Not from the same person that I sold it to, but it's another one of those fashion books. So that helps a lot with dating costumes or what people used to wear in different eras. All right, so that is the big haul that I had. Now I can't quite remember what my total came to because there was like $50 that I think it was $50. I can't remember, like $37. I lied. It was $37 that my friend had bought. We could just combine everything together, and so I can't remember exactly what I paid for all this, but I know it wasn't very much. And I want you guys to leave me a comment and let me know what you think of the haul. And let me know if you are going to be watching me on my next Whatnot, which is on Sunday. I do several shows, but we'll see what happens this week. It's been a busy week. Thank you for watching this. Make sure that you smash that subscribe button and that you're following me on all my other social media platforms. We'll see you again. Thanks so much and happy thrifting.